Today we began our journey on an annual trip to Kasilof, Alaska, which is located on the Kenai Peninsula.
Come join us out here.
The goal of this trip is to go dip netting, something that only Alaska residents can do, and I have never done it. Phyllis, on the other hand, she has done it. So hopefully we're going to have some luck.
Ta-da!
Finally arriving, it is breezy and little hint of showers this day. But we found an acceptable campsite and got to work getting ready. We brought all our firewood, and as you can see, both Rob and Sarah from the Curmudge Inn joined us for this trip. And we had one special guest, Leif, who went with Phyllis last year to Kasilof, and honestly, he's got more experience than all the other four of us grown-ups combined. Yep, and we used almost all of the firewood too. Next, we set up the Easy Up, as it's called. And as you can tell by the video, it was sprinkling, so having a decent shelter makes the difference between a good trip and one that's not so comfortable. Phyllis also purchased the wall kit for the Easy Up, which is especially helpful being by the beach where there's always a breeze. Yeah, you can definitely see the effects of the wind setting that up. And of course, we brought the solo stove, which was once again absolutely invaluable on a trip like this. Here, one of the locals had caught a shark, which are not good eating.
What do you think of that, Leif?
And he was released. And there's one of the local fishing boats following the very narrow channel into the harbor. And Phyllis had a good thought here. She was able to set up a spot for our, I guess we'll call it a porta potty, inside the Easy Up. The bathroom facilities, which there are located about a quarter mile away from here, which was the primary use of the four-wheeler, it seems. But meanwhile, this gave us a quick spot where if you had to use the potty, you could.
Hi.
Hi.
What you doing?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
She wants at him, don't bother her.
What's going on with those? Those are some dirty feet right there.
Yeah, but they're cleaner than they have been in weeks.
Really?
Yeah. It's all getting exfoliated.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
They're
we're
perfect. Perfect feet. Right there.
What you doing, Leif?
Stop.
So the next day, high tide was at 5 a.m. Our goal was to get up at 3 a.m. and take the boat out. We all got up at 5 a.m. So we did the next best thing and decided to hit the beach, which, as it turns out, there weren't very many people. And Rob had set a hopeful goal of catching 20 fish that morning. So that was kind of our number to beat. We had no idea what to expect, and I had never done this. As it turns out, there was quite a current on this corner because the tide was actually going out at this point, and it made holding the nets in place quite challenging. Rather exhausting,
I had one
to be
jump
honest
right
with you.
behind my net.
You could see
I
the
had one
current.
jump behind my net.
And this morning, all the boats are heading back out to go fishing. At this point, I'm working to get a fish out of my net while Rob is walking out. And just like that, Phyllis had one.
Yeah.
Getting them out of the net sometimes takes longer than actually catching. As you'll see here, Phyllis hesitates and actually looks like she's going to whack me with that thing for a second. So what we do to dispatch the fish as quickly and humanely as possible is they get usually 1 or 2 bonks on the head, in Phyllis's case maybe 4. And one of the other things that has to be done is the fins have to be clipped.
Do you have your knife? Your pocket knife?
No.
Let me ask her if she's got scissors.
The little four-wheeler got a workout on this day. As you can see, the poor back tires are about ready to give it up. But we had probably 110, 120 pounds of fish in there, 3 people and 4 dip nets. That was the most, next to the nets, the most important tool we had out there as far as I'm concerned. And as dip nets do, they get caught on every possible exposed screw head or branch or twig that ever existed. Now, seeing as we were fishing an outgoing tide, there was a lot of garbage in the water, from fish scraps to sticks to seaweed. So we're just setting them up across the boat, and then Leif is going to be kind enough to go through and straighten out the nets and clean any of the garbage out so that we are prepared for the evening fishing trip. Now here you'll see an example. People always get stuck on these beaches and you got to stick to the gravelly hard part. I decided to foray into the not so hard part, and that's as far as I got, and it thankfully Rob
was
was there and the
almost bad.
tide wasn't coming in, and we quick got the four-wheeler recovered and got it to a little bit harder ground. Where here we're getting ready to just clean up the fish, had them and got them. I should have filleted them, to be honest with you, but we decided to just head and got them. No reason to haul all that home, and it also helps cool them off faster to preserve them a little bit better. Yeah.
That's the new Bubba knife.
Usually helps. Yes.
So let's pull the fish out so we can get a count.
Okay.
Remember our goal.
So this is
Our
4.
goal was 20 fish that
She
month.
got more than 4.
Yeah.
And she got a couple nice sized ones there.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is a nice fish. I wish we were laying them on the dirt, but this was my big one, Phyllis.
Oh, that is nice.
Oh, nice.
Very nice.
Don't let him get back in the ocean.
This was Rob's big one.
Actually, no. This is mine.
Oh my
Hold up yours. I think mine is smaller.
It is.
It is. John, sorry.
Yeah. Rob for the win, I guess.
Yep,
You
for the
call that
smallest
win?
fish of the day. I think this was one of my bigger ones right here.
Oh yeah. It's like they were bigger in the beginning and they got smaller as we went.
Yeah.
So,
Yum.
this is what we got to get rinsed out.
Yeah. Where's that little bucket, sir? You want to
Okay.
hand me that
If you're
little cup?
wondering why there's so much blood,
Here's our
it's
count. 1, 2, 3.
because we actually gill the fish. Not everybody does that, but I believe in gilling the fish and getting the blood out of the meat.
20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. 31.
I was just about on.
No, you were hoping for 20.
No, afterwards when I said.
Oh, yeah.
No, I said I'd be happy if we had 20. You get close to doing when I get the next one started.
Oh, wow, that knife is sharp.
Look at that meat. That is beautiful color.
Makes you hungry, huh, Life?
Yeah, that's all cash. And then what we can do, we can throw the guts in that butter.
Yeah. Give me the butter wedge.
Well, that's where,
It's right here, Adam. I'll get the next one washed.
right, but that also needs to be rinsed out then, that fish.
Not with ocean water, it's not.
True.
I don't care. The ice will melt.
Shall I go
We'll
get it?
Then we'll get rid of stuff.
They have a plan, I guess.
I would say leave them whole, Adam. Yeah. Because I might be able to try to get some skins on them.
So then they'll just wash it in there.
Pretty fish. Give me a taste of fish. That black salmon hurt now. It's extra vitamins and minerals.
Right.
So here we are. You can definitely tell when fish hit the net. This is the second trip out that same day, 2 hours before high tide. Actually, it was like 3 hours before high tide. We went out really early because we saw a ton of people coming down. And it worked out great because we had an extra net. And Leif stayed on shore. He's trying to do his work on my stick there.
I tell ya.
Leif stayed on shore and he'd get the fish out of the net while I grabbed another one and got in the water.
Well, shit. I'm not going to count that one, Leif. Well, I can find that.
Just pretending to be a stick.
Yeah. Oh, he identified as a stick.
He identified.
That's what it is. Okay, let's try that.
Stick identified as a stick.
Seems like that's probably the answer. Here we have a little local fish wrestling here. Seems to be a couple of fish got away. And, and then meanwhile I've got one in the net. So there's a lot of action on the beach. It was a lot of fun. If you're a resident of Alaska and haven't done this, I highly recommend you at least give it a try. And there I actually got a fish, so we're good. Now,
19.
we knew going out here
You taking that one?
that we needed 40 fish. So what Rob and I did is we did a backwards countdown from 40. And it was quite a bit of fun. It had the people around us confused how our numbers were going
19,
down.
Rob.
But that's how we knew that we didn't go over our limit and we caught just what we needed.
I think so. You got one? Yeah. So that's 7. You lost it? Ah. So it's 8. Still
And
8.
it is common to have fish hit your net but not go in it, or hit your legs while you're standing in the water. Apparently they don't see very well in this silty water either.
Oh, yeah. Must be a crew.
Seven.
How's the leg doing?
Good.
Huh?
Good, I said. Oh, yeah.
Found a spot?
7.
Yeah, for some reason I didn't get a lot of time to rest on this adventure. Seemed like as soon as I'd get out there I'd have another one. Which is okay, that's why
Yeah.
we came out there.
6.
So now they're starting to get a little behind on getting the fish out, so I decided to grab Phyllis's net and she went up there to actually help that.
Okay. Yeah, 6.
No.
No. Whoa, one just hit my foot. Oh, I'm okay with that. Five. Which ones are ours? Are they all the same?
This one's ours. Oh, we had 4 nets, right?
Yeah, we brought 4 nets.
1, 2, 3,
4.
4.
Okay. Well, I'm sure someone will claim it.
And I see it looks like Rob, yep, Rob's got one. That's awesome.
Oh.
Yeah,
boy.
for the longest time, Rob and I were 1 for 1. It was pretty good. But huge shout out
4.
and thanks to Sarah and Leif for doing the dirty work up on the beach. We would have been out there a lot longer if it weren't for them.
That's Emily's fish. She's holding the net.
It was 3. Where the hell? Okay. Looks like we're 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is it.
You can see this net's got quite the bend to it. We got it for free.
Oh,
The garbage.
I'm in a different spot, I guess.
And, we just put a new net on it. Decided to use it.
Yeah, so we are down to 3.
And I stuck a shovel handle on the end of it that actually got to work kind of nice, but yeah. And Rob is on, and then Rob is off. But notice, Rob gets back out there, and the fish must have been just waiting for him because he he instantly hooks back up. So that was pretty good.
Feels like I can feel it jiggling.
You can see Leif didn't leave a whole lot of mud back on the beach.
She's using one of those big orange bats. Holy shit, that's what we use on the lingcod and the halibut. You can tell. Oh, this is a good one too.
Sit here until you hit shore.
Yeah, this one's huge. This is the biggest one yet. This one's a fighter. Got it. Whew. Holy crap.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. Sometimes it's easy to get them out, and sometimes you swear you almost have to cut the net.
Come on.
Hey, Leif. Good job. Hey, Leif. I don't know what to do about your clothes.
Sorry about the camera lens here. Turns out it got a bit of a splash of mud on it.
Yeah.
Next year you'll be able to wear mine, probably.
Huh. I'm good, man. I'm tired.
Not done?
That was fast.
That was.
That was epically fast 40 fish. 40 fish in like an hour? Nah, we've probably been out here.
It's not even 5 o'clock yet.
It's not even 5?
4:40.
Oh, sorry. 4:40. Have we been down here for? Yeah.
Down in an hour and a half.
And
We'll probably be rinsing your clothes, won't we?
okay, so, huh? No.
No.
I need this. Now I need my.
Required to change.
I need my knife.
Get all that stuff dry.
I'm working on that.
Borrow that white bucket.
Making a home pressure washer.
We used a real pressure washer once we got home, as you can imagine. I'll go fill it up once more. And the journey home begins. 40 fish in an hour and a half. And that included drive time. There we are. Holy shit, man.
Okay.
Yeah. That's epic.
Amazing trip, man.
No, yeah.
Yep. Buried him in the sand.
And time to kind of relax, clean up a few fish, and get ready to pack her up and head her out tomorrow. Everybody was in quite good spirits at this point. We had a very successful fishing trip. And we were blessed with some of the most beautiful sunsets I have ever seen.
Black and white.
So we have to do fish in order to have food for the caribou hunt.
Pretty much.
Okay.
That's what I'm going with.
Slick, isn't it? Bad dog.
Okay. You can see the original smoker is still in there, but that is not what we're going to use. We are going to use a new cold smoker attachment that I got right here. Oh, and I need that little green table. That would be ideal.
Little green table off the.
Yeah. Okay. So this thing is incredible. Let me get the little wood chips and I'll show you. This is one of the smaller versions. There's different versions made in New Zealand and stuff like that. I just bought this one off Amazon. They're all essentially the same, other than the size. And I need my torch too, but they make like 3-liter sizes, which would go like 24 hours on a smoke. So this is what we're using. We're using apple wood. They got to be little chips like this. They can't be the big chunk wood. That won't work at all. So let's fill it up. Okay.
I think it's in the camper. In the back.
Okay. And the source of power for the whole thing is simply this is an aquarium pump. So like the fancy ones that are like $200-300, they obviously make their own pump. But Blue Smoker is the brand that we're using here, and they just stamp their name on an aquarium air pump, which will work just fine. We just got to get a little table set up here. Actually, I'll just show you. Okay.
That's a nice table.
Yeah. Plug this in. It's already running.
No, does that have a timer?
No. This changes. I don't know if you can pick up the sound. So it just, yeah. So many things. So they give you this little piece of silicone hose. So you just push that on there. Because we've tried to do this before. We even tried smoking fish in the winter to keep it a cold smoke, so I'm not cooking the fish, and it didn't work. So I actually ended up cooking the fish. Let me grab a torch and I'll be right back. So what you do to turn this on, because there's no power going to that, there's just a 3-watt draw on this little aquarium pump. Just turn it on so you can hear it, you know, like halfway. And then on each side is a 10mm hole, and you literally take your torch like this and blast it in there. Immediately you'll start getting smoke. Okay, that seems to be working, and then the air pump forces the smoke through. So, when I tried this before, I couldn't believe that a smoker this size could actually smoke in a smoker this size. And you see what we have already. We'll give it a... We're going to smoke this fish because I'm time limited, so we didn't brine it first. What we're going to do is we've got it dry to the tacky point. There's a word for that. And we're going to smoke this for 2 hours, and then when I put it in the jars to can it, I'll add a half a teaspoon of salt, and that'll take care of that. It's not quite the same, obviously. We're going to do a regular brine tomorrow, but for today this gets us started. And you can watch, this will never change, the temp gauge on here, and you can put your hand right on the smoke, and it's somehow not hot at all. And it actually puts off quite a bit of moisture. So you also don't need your, get out of here.
Don't need your dog in there?
Yeah, you don't need your dog in the smoker. You also don't need a water tray because there is no source of heat. So, there we go. We'll check back with you in 2 hours and be ready to start putting stuff in jars.
Again.
Okay, the smoker's been running for 2 hours, and let's see what it looks like when it's full smoking. There you go. 2 hours of smoke, no brine, just smoke on this batch. And we're gonna give that a try. So now we're gonna get all our jars set up, get ingredients in it, and we will show you what that looks like. That's a lot of smoke. Okay, I don't know who's